Alright, let's go and get started. Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sharkinbear, and welcome back to the channel, where today we're going to be taking another look at Moros Protocol. This game got its official release on September 18, 2025, which was last week. I was given early access from the developers, Pixel Rain, so I want to thank them out there for giving me access to the game. That way I can get a little bit head start into it. If you're not familiar with what Moros Protocol is, I did a demo video back a couple of weeks ago. But according to the Steam description, you will face the darkness of Moros Protocol, a pixel-painted sci-fi RPS or FPS roguelite, where every battle is for survival. Stranded on a decaying warship, stalked by horrors, and guided by a voice you don't recognize, you must adapt, upgrade, and push forward. You may be outnumbered, but you are not outmatched. So again, like it says, it's an FPS roguelite. In that you have your normal stuff, such as your upgrade tree. Here is what the upgrade tree looks like. You have stuff in here like standard HP increases, stamina increases, the ability to heal yourself with stamina shots you get in the game, as well as ways to basically increase the two types of ammo in the game, physical ammo and energy ammo. We also have a very unique one in here called augment slots, and you'll see what that's about. That's kind of like one of the pillars of the game, so we'll check that out whenever we get into the game. There are also a number of different nodes here that you can upgrade over your course of gameplay. You can upgrade yourself by using this one called biomaterial. And yeah, so a little bit out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and start this off. There are 3 areas for you to check out. The first one is storage. After that, everything else is question marked. After you complete storage, you can then move on to barracks and then on to the third zone. I have not been able to put enough time into this just yet to unlock the third area, mostly because I haven't made it past the final boss of Barracks yet. The game is fairly tough when it gets to the boss level of things, or at least, you know, whenever you get in there and trying to learning the hoops and that sort of thing. So that being said, if you like the sort of content, you want to see more gameplay from Moros Protocol, make sure you stay tuned, because I do plan on putting a video out on me clearing out the barracks, and then whenever I unlock the third and final zone, I'll do a gameplay of me getting through there as well. So we're going to go ahead and start off with storage, because I am fairly confident in my ability to basically tell you what's going on a moment-to-moment basis as we go through this, and I'll basically describe our gameplay loop. So very similar in our roguelike fashions, we're going to start off on a first generated map. This is kind of like the standard map, but as we clear out this zone, we'll then see something more akin to a roguelite-ish map, being able to pick and choose where you go based off the rewards at your next destination. So as you see right here, we are in kind of like a little hangar bay, essentially. Every time you die, you basically take over like a new body, but you are the same character. His name is Alex. He doesn't really say much or talk much in the grand scheme of things, other than for narrative beat moments. As you can see right here, we have access to our sword. This is the basic attack that we have, or the basic weapon we have access to. We also have the ability to start out with a level 1 weapon. In this case, we have an energy pistol. This weapon, it changes based on game to game, or moment to moment. We might have a physical weapon to start out with. As far as our movement abilities, we have our standard WASD moving around. We also have the ability to jump. We can sprint. Sprint doesn't really take up stamina. And our right click is actually a dodge, which can also be like a hop if you want. And if you actually shift, or if you actually sprint and then jump, you'll also get some extra distance out of that. So there's a lot of maneuverability in here. You can do a standard 3-hit combo with your sword if you want. You can even hold it down for a power attack. And then we'll move on to the next room. So essentially the way this game works, as you can see right here, is our map fills out as we go room to room. Every time we enter a new room, if there are enemies, it'll actually lock you out from going into another room until all the enemies are cleared out. So as we can see right here, there are a couple enemies left. We're going to start out with small fries, such as these worms. The ones that are covered in green kind of irradiate and explode, so good for clearing out other enemies. These little worms right here, not covered in anything, great for just killing it in one slice and not having to move away. And then we also have another ability I just forgot. It's the kick. We can actually hit Q to kick. Takes a little bit of stamina. Looks like there might be something underneath us. Yeah, okay. It's one of these little toxic worms. We'll go ahead and hit this guy. And it actually cleared out the other little toxic worm. You'll also find traps and such as that little eye stalk to come up. It won't hurt you, but you can actually kick it and cause damage to other enemies. Looks like we actually had some money fall here. That's nice. And there's even cocoons here, and they're actually worth breaking open, because as you see, biomaterial will come out of those. So take the opportunity to clear any cocoons you see off the ground. You also want to make sure you're looking up. Occasionally you'll find little cocoons on the walls. Sometimes they'll be purple and drop biomaterial. Sometimes they'll be yellow and drop money. Money is a very rare resource in this game unless you have specific augments on your character. The augments of which we will talk about here in a second. These right here are basically explosive canisters. There are explosives, and then there are the plasma cells. Plasma cells do damage, and they also tend to slow down enemies, whereas explosives simply just explode and deal a crap ton of physical damage. Occasionally in the walls, you'll find these pits. Most of the time, they don't have anything. I'll try it one time just to see if we get lucky, but sometimes if you go in the back of these and hit them with a heavy attack, you'll find a hidden room. Looks like we got lucky. We found ourselves a hidden room. Usually it has a chest in here, and it gives us some money, some health, some ammo. Nothing else left in this room, really. I often find this not worth taking the HP damage, because you do actually get hurt a little bit whenever you hit those walls. So I don't have to often go looking for them, because there really isn't a lot of value. I haven't found one that's really giving my bang for my buck for taking damage from those walls, mostly because sometimes I find myself hitting 3 or 4 walls in order to break them. This is an augment room. This means that there's no encounter in this one. This is simply going to open up, and we're going to get an augment to one of our weapons or armor. So it looks like this one is a flying melee one. When airborne, melee weapons do 60% increased damage. And we hit our tab button over here, we can see our armor. Usually you start off with 3, but I have maxed up my I've leveled up my character enough to have 5, 6, 7, 8 armor slots. We'll go ahead and put this one on our weapon. It is a weapon, or melee weapon augment. So while we're airborne, our melee attacks will do more damage. We'll go ahead and open up these supply crates. Definitely want to look at opening the supply crates whenever you can. Might have more biophage, health, and ammo. Go ahead and up here to this room. I see flying enemies. I'm gonna go ahead and kick this just so we can check that one out. Make sure we cleared out of the way. And we did actually manage to clear the room of enemies with that grenade, or kicking that plasma cannon. There's an augment room. We'll go ahead and grab the augments. Also, as far as healing goes, you can see down there we have a 0 and a little syringe going to the right. Every room cleared increases max HP by 1. Let's go ahead and get that equipped. This is called an implant, by the way. I didn't realize what these were at first. Whenever we equip these, we cannot take them off. Unlike this one right here, flying melee, if I wanted to, I could take that off my sword. This implant right here is permanent. You can tell by the little lines around that, and plus it gives us this implant. But now every time we clear a room, we get +1 health, so I don't think there's any reason for me to ever want to take that off. Looks like we do have access to an augment here. For $18, we can go ahead and buy this. Increase ranged weapon reload speed by 25%. Not a bad one. I'll go ahead and put that one on. Sometimes I don't buy those because it doesn't tell you what they are. You just kind of have to remember what they are by the icon. Looks like we have some biophage up here. Can we get this? I could have shot this one down, honestly, but I didn't want to waste the ammo. Ammo can be scarce in the beginning when you don't have a lot of perk upgrades to upgrade, or to for your ammo. We can heavy attack these guys. I do have a ranged weapon we could be using. I guess I could showcase that a little bit. Something important to note about ranged weapons is that you do have to manually reload these. So whenever I get done shooting this, I'm gonna go ahead and waste the rest of my ammo in here. If I keep pulling the trigger, you're not gonna shoot anything. You actually have to manually click R in order to reload. Definitely food for thought. I think there's only one secret room hidden on every one, so after you find the first one, you really don't want to do it again. This is a weapon room. It's locked by a key card. We start out with 2 red key cards. You can find them in barrels and cocoons and stuff like that, so but they are quite rare, so if you're sitting on them, make sure you are using them wisely. It looks like we got ourselves a physical weapon. This time it was a one-shot shotgun. They do come in levels, by the way. This one is actually a fairly strong damage. Is it 28.8? That's fairly good damage up front, so it should be able to one-shot pretty much everything. Looks like we cleared the zone. We'll go ahead and hit up our teleporter. Then this is going to move us onto our roguelite map. From here, we're basically going to, find a path that we're going to take to the boss of this area. Let's see, we have increased rewards. Then we also have like 3 different types of vendors. This one upgrades weapons. This one sells different items. And this one remixes augments, which basically lets you re-roll 2 different augments into another one. I think we're going to go out. We'll go with the... Let's see if we can go to the weapon sector. I might blow my other red key just to see if we can find another good weapon. Not really wise to use my gun on that, but there you go. We can use it on this guy. Oh, by the way, what enemies do have weak points, so we see that little bulb there. If I aim for that one, let's go ahead and hop over here while that one explodes. But if we hit the weak point, we do critical damage, so that's important to note. Make sure we're looking up. Make sure there's no money or anything on the ceiling. After that, we'll go ahead and clear on to the next section. There's our way out, so that's why it looks like we already have our predicted path to get out of here. There is no enemies in this room, or else we would have seen the lockdown. There is 2 hack pads in this one. There is this follows a tile set, so a lot of the times you will see a room and you'll know kind of specifically where certain things are. So I know there's a keypad there, and there's also a keypad right over here, and I'll unlock this middle section, and we can go ahead and grab our chest in the middle. And it looked out, it popped out $1. Wow, how stingy was that chest? All right, we'll go ahead and in here and see what weapon we have. And it looks like we have a rare version of the same gun we already picked up. That kind of blows. That sometimes happens. I actually had a game give me like a better sword, and then a much worse version of that same better sword. It's kind of odd. I mean, but that is the thing, right? Increasing HP shot healing by 5. Cool, so we'll go ahead and have that equipped. We now have 1 healing syringe, and we have increased the healing of that healing syringe by an additional 5 points. We can also kick the barrels like that if we want. I'm going to go ahead and move that over there. Let that take out that guy. Oh, shoot. I moved right in the way of that blast. I thought I was being really quick about it. There we go. I have the ability to have 2 healing shots through my progression tree, so right now we have 1 healing shot plus a little bit into the second one. Looks like there's also another weapon room in here. Unfortunately for us, we don't have any more red keys, so we're not going to be opening that up unless we find another red key. Go ahead and make sure we're watching out on all of our directions. Could be flanked from the other side if we don't watch out. That is a healing augment, it looks like. Where's this last enemy at? Here. Looks like there might be one above us. Can we get that up there from here somewhere? Looks like we can. We'll follow these up. Yeah, there is some mild platforming that can be found in this game. How does one get up there? Oh, there's actually 2 enemies up there. So there he is. Come on. There we go. So if I want to get up there, I think maybe I can go up this way. Yeah. Oh, nope. Doesn't get us high enough. How would the best way to get over there is probably to do a better hop. How about that? There we go. Yeah, okay. That's how we get up there. Did I lose anything here on the bottom floor? We got some cocoons. I do want to check out what that augment is over there. This is a healthy augment. Our melee weapons deal 60% more damage when we are at full health. Unfortunately for us, we are not at full health. We can heal that. We can fix that, rather. There we go. Although our implant might cause issues with that. Seeing as how we most definitely increase in health every single time we finish a level. Let's see, anything down here? Looks like our grenade cleared out most everything, so that's nice. Or our canisters of explosives. Nowhere else to go here. Looks like there was another room over here. It's an augment room. Awesome. Scavenger. Increase ammo pickup by 50%. That's fine. And I think that is everything. Look at our map. Yeah, it looks like we just need to bolt on out of here. So let's head over to the exit and extract to our next zone. I do believe our next zone is going to be a merchant, so that's going to be nice. Oop, almost went the wrong way. And I do really like this aesthetic, this pixel art style that we got going on in this FPS. It's almost like a boomer shooter slash like boomer slasher, and I really dig that. So, now that we're at the vendor, we can head on over to him. He is over there. And of course, they decided to try to offer us the same gun we have, just one level lower, but actually has a little bit more damage. Don't worry about that one. Scoring critical hits refills your stamina by a decent amount, and not so much. When using an OTC keycard, gain 15 credits. I believe that says whenever we gain a... ooh, that one's not bad. This one's not bad either, actually. But I'm going to go for the one that gives us extra stamina. So we now have that in our inventory. Go ahead and sock that one in. So now I can hop around, do all that sort of jazz a little bit more often. Hoping we can find ourselves a different or a new red keycard so that way we can get a better weapon. But we'll go ahead and jazz out of here. Jazz dance. From here, looks like we can go to another vendor. Oh, these are vendor guarantees. Vendors are guaranteed to be in this place. But these vendors are a little bit different because of the fact that they're found in the levels, but they are locked behind red key cards, more or less. Looks like we found our way out of here. If we just wanted to, move along. See what we got over here. We got energy, ammo. Got an augment room. Splitting bullets. Each bullet, split each bullet into 2 bullets to do 60% more damage, decrease accuracy. We're already working with a shotgun. Oh, this is energy. Oh, okay. Nice. Okay. I want to see how that works. This is a energy augment. Oh, we got another augment room over here. And also, it looks like we have a challenge room back there as well. Each shot has a chance to fire into shrapnel projectiles. That'll be good. That one is a physical one. Cool. Go and check out, this is a challenge room right here. Each of these challenge rooms vary in difficulty. Honestly, some of these are incredibly easy. Like this one, we're just going to be jumping around the platform, and then there is no fall damage, so I just jump down the side, and then you pick up this monitor right here. It gives you extra HP or stamina. I'm going to go with stamina, honestly, because we have a natural HP growth with one of our augments. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this guy, dash over here, let that guy die. Go ahead and hit this guy. Ooh. I don't want to get hit if I can avoid it, because it looks like our health is staying full with our HP growth. Like that one. Let's go ahead and kick that over there. Is that... Nah, it's not close enough. Damn. Can we get him? And there's still an enemy alive. Oh, there is. There's actually one right above us. How do we get up there? We can do this. Hop. I love that the worm has that much verticality in their jumps. Oh. Don't mock me for missing that jump. Let's see. Anything down here? Nothing down here. Looks like we do have some money, though. Gonna pick up all the money. Let's see. Do we have anything up here? Ooh, wow. There's lots of money. Can I hit this without falling? Yes. Ooh, we can actually jump here. Nice. This is a money room. I mean, it wasn't a lot, but it was still a lot. We can go down here, check this room out. Another red card room. Oh. I don't like these enemies, these skeeters. We got some worms. Oh, that was all of them. Unfortunately, still no key cards for us to utilize, but we do get some material. Nothing there. What is this down in the end? It says there's something. Oh, that's red ammo. That's physical ammo. Got it. Anything here in the middle? Nope. Okay. Through this door we go. We can also, by the way, charge up a heavy attack. Ouch. We can charge up a heavy attack and still dodge. So that's worth noting. Poison kill those other two dudes, and we'll go and slice this guy in the chest. There's our vendor. He is locked behind a key card, so unfortunately we can't get in there either. There is a way to start out with extra key cards. I just haven't unlocked that node yet. I hear another flying guy. There he is. These guys wield a pipe. Super easy to kill. We'll just hit them in the little node on the shoulder. There you go. And it looks like this is the last area on this section of the map. So we can go ahead and head for the extract since we didn't find any more red key cards. Luckily for us, the extract is exactly north of the entry point in which we came in. So nice. And I think we're on to the boss room for the first section. And the first boss is the only one that was available in the demo of the game. You can technically make it up to the second boss, but you can actually fight her until the game went live. Alright, let's get all that. There's not actually, I don't think we're getting anything in this unless there's money in here. Looks like there is no money to speak of. We're going to be using our shotgun here, I think. Mostly because it's our strongest weapon. This boss is fairly simple. I do like these little cutscenes. You can skip them, by the way, by holding escape on your keyboard if you so want. Figured to show you at least the intro for this guy. Alright, so this guy will spin at me. We'll just dodge out of the way. Wait till he stops spinning, and then forget to reload our gun. Sometimes it'll throw projectiles at us. Sometimes it'll chomp at us like that. Just gotta remember to move out of the way, keep on moving. You can see we're already doing a fair bit of damage to it. Now we're going into the second phase. It'll summon ads for us to fight here and kill. As you can see right there, fairly easy stuff. It'll do this again after about another third of its health disappears. Make sure our weapon is reloaded. I haven't seen it do its other attack yet, which is shooting its range projectiles at us. Important to note, you can't dodge while you're reloading either. So if you plan on reloading or healing, don't reload. There is its range attack. Moving on to a second round of enemies here. We are going to move. I didn't move fast enough, though. Unfortunate. I find these guys really hard to hit their weak spot in particular. I want to say it's that purple thing. But it doesn't always hit, which is weird. Move out of the way of that. Ooh, we got hit by that and missed our shot. We can also melee him fairly effectively. Also, don't shoot him too early like I just did, because while he's spinning, he is basically invulnerable. There he goes. First boss down. I'm going to heal up a little bit here. At least get some of my health back. There you go. And at least we're showing that we are getting that health growth, because we are at 137 health. Go ahead and hit the access terminal. I'm going to go ahead and escape here, so that way we can skip over to the next biome. Looks like we have a couple of options here we can look at. We see we got vendor sells different items. We got a money, place to go, augments. I think we actually do, yeah, I think we do this one. Just because it's guaranteed money, and I'd like to have more money in my inventory. And I am holding on to my biophage. I didn't upgrade into any new upgrades just yet. Mostly because of the fact that at 2,000 biomaterial, I can get a tier 2 weapon at my start. That was a pretty dud of a explosive. Lots of enemies in this room. I was just trying to get them grouped together. We got some new enemies in here, of course. We got these crawler enemies, and we got those ones that look like red bloodworms. But as long as we stay our distance, they are easy enough to take care of. Oh, we got a red key card. Nice. Alright, we got some bloodworms up top. Did we kill that one? We didn't kill it. If we hit them in their mouth, we can get the weak point. Really? Not dead, huh? There we go. There goes those guys. Is the other one still? Alright, splinter's enough. Okay, and that, so that one's, oh shoot. Didn't even see that one up there still. Those guys don't really have any sort of jump as far as I can tell, so it kind of sucks that whenever they're up top, you really do kind of have to fight on their level, or just shoot them from range. Looks like we have a cocoon here, a little worm inside. We did manage to get that red key card though, so pretty happy with this room. A second red key card. Nice. Okay, now we're kind of back in business with the key cards. Maybe we could find ourselves a good weapon room while we're here. Maybe I should have taken that OTC augment that gave me 15 credits every time I opened up a door. That would have been nice. Hindsight. Something, something. See, we got a door to another part of the ship. We got a medbay station here. This says buy HP shots, but you're actually buying it segments of a shot, not the full shot. So, while that seems reasonable, like wildly affordable, we would actually end up buying just pieces of the health shot, not the full one. See, still worth getting if you're looking for, you need healing. So we killed all the enemies in here. Was there anything up top? There is. There's a chest up here. Money key card. Nice. Absolutely amazing. We're going to kick that and we'll move away. By the way, it's worth noting that you can't stand in those hallways, because you can see right here, if you decide to stay in the hallways, you'll start to be poisoned and lose health. Very quickly, actually. They really don't want you to stand in those hallways that you first come into. Hello. It's like he was waiting for me to come around the corner from the other side. Anything down here? Doesn't look like there's anything there or over here. Is there anything up top? I haven't looked up in a while. That's probably my fault. Nothing over there. Nothing over there. Okay, cool. And we got an augment room. Guinea pig. Experimenting yourself comes with benefits. Gain 2 max HP every time you use an HP shot. Ooh. That is a implant. That is an implant I'm worth having, because I actually use these shots quite regularly. Let's go ahead and give ourselves our first booster. Nice. Enemies are still dying. I'm all good with that. What we got left? Oh, shoot. We're in the poison. I am an idiot. For some reason, I thought that was another enemy. Can we get him? Yeah, we did. There's also a cocoon here. Nothing in there. Augment. Okay, what do we got? Chest in the ground. Kevlar patch gives us extra max health. Might as well equip it for the moment. What do we got over here? And is this a combat room? Not a combat room. Looks like we can buy physical ammo from there. There's also a weapon room over here. Go ahead and open up these supply caches because we might find ourselves a new key card. There's one more supply crate over there. There's also this thing. Nope. Oh, there's one more. Alright. Nothing in here at all. Alright, let's go check out the weapon room. Please, anything but the single shot shotgun, please, game. I would take another melee weapon if you'd allow me. Oh, awesome. Now we have a rocket launcher. That's a pretty good trade-off. Matter of fact, this one gets 3 shots as compared to the one shot of the other one. Looks like I think there's also a red card room over there. I could be wrong. I thought there was another red card room in here, at least. No, this is just a standard room. Got it. I think it would have been marked on the map. I knew that. We did get hit there. Alright, so those guys are almost done. Got another dude over here. And do we have another one? No, we do not. We do have a cocoon up there. Make sure we get all the biophage. And there was a way out over here. That's our way. That is actually our way out. Nice. Doesn't look like we have any more rooms to check out with a red key card. So I think we're gonna, yeah. Just gonna dip. I thought there maybe have been another card on the floor, but I didn't see it on the. I thought I saw it on the map, not on the floor. All right, quick step at a vendor. See if they got another weapon for sale. Oh, we got another shotgun. It's actually not a bad shotgun either. Increase attack, weapon attack speed by 20%. Not bad. Charge skies while airborne. Energy weapons do 40% more damage. Not a fan of that at all. This attack speed one, I am a fan. Fire rate is 0.8. What is this one? 0.8. Same one. But this one does more than this. And it's 6 shot. I think I'm going to take the shotgun. If you just wanted to see what the rocket launcher looks like, that's what it looks like. It does pretty good damage. I am going to go ahead and put that back on there. Ooh, can we... Oh, there's a shrapnel on that one. There we go. Excellent. I'm feeling better about our weapon option. All right, from there, looks like we can go with the... I think we go with the augment room. We do have the option to go looking for another weapon if we so want. Maybe change over from our energy option. Hopefully, eventually. It's not a bad starter. But still kind of fairly weak. Oh, man. Ooh, we one-shot that one. Nice. That guy imploded. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately, because this type of shotgun that it is a rounds reload. But honestly, not too bad. Not too bad. I often find myself reloading each round individually after every kill anyways, so it's not too big of a deal. Never really go full empty on those magazines anyways. Go ahead and pick up the money while it's here. Let's go see what weapon there is in this room. We got a better sword. Gonna take that one. Let's see. We're at full HP. Sure, why not? We'll go ahead and make ourselves full HP. I do really like this sword. It does basically double the damage of the sword we just had. Picking up these parts for the shot. Let's go ahead and go this way. Got some new weapons here. Or, oh. We got a new enemy here. What I meant to say. I don't like these guys. Get out of my face. Alright, that one's dead. Excellent. Hey, looks like we have one more over here. Looks like we have more than one more. Who is it? Where's he at? Right in the proboscis. Alright, nothing down there. Nothing down there. Nothing over here. Come on. We can get around that. I think one thing I did see someone complain about is the fact that you can't sprint and shoot at the same time. I can understand someone's gripe about that entirely. But honestly, it's not that big of a deal. You can actually move out of the way most anything and still be firing pretty much at all times. There really is no additional benefit from sprinting and shooting in this game. Like, you're not... It's just more movement. And honestly, using your normal movement is more than enough. Each shot is enriched with dense plasma, increasing damage by 30%, and reloading costs 60% more ammo. I'm fine with that. Honestly, I think this actually might be better. But anyways, your thoughts are valid though. If you think that being able to shoot and sprint at the same time should be a thing, I'm not going to say they aren't. I am going to kick this barrel all the way over there. Am I going to take damage from it? Probably. I wanted to kick that down the hallway. Did not work out that way. Oh well. We can heal up. It is getting us that extra health. There is a challenge room nearby, apparently. That guy's dead. Nothing up there, nothing up there. Go ahead and head over to this challenge room. And, oh, this is probably one of the worst challenges in the entire game. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to complete this one. I might actually give up just because this is annoying. Oh my god, we finally made it. I never want to do that again. This thing is awful. This is actually probably one of the only challenge rooms that I absolutely hate with an absolute passion. Alright, so let's go on in here. No enemies in here. Go ahead and hit that keypad. Hit this keypad. Open this chest. Ooh, we got another red key card out of it. After clearing after clearing a room? Yeah, heal HP 5 HP while clearing a room. Nice, got it. I like that. I haven't found one of my favorite augments though. It's a melee augment. Also, I'm kind of curious as to whether or not I can kick these supply crates into an enemy and hurt them. Alright, so we've got another crawler somewhere, I'm assuming. Is he down there? No? Where's he at? There he goes. Got an augment in this room. Ballistic mesh, another HP increase. So go ahead and equip that. That way we have all our augment slots filled for the moment. Also got a shot machine right here. We want to top off our syringes. Killing an enemy grants 200% damage boost for 5 seconds. I think that goes for a weapon. Yeah, it is. Nice. Go ahead and hit that over there. There's that guy. There we go. That melee one we got really coming in there pretty good. We were hitting guys for like 100 damage already. Let's see, we got this way. That's the way in. What's on this side of the room? An augment. Security paycheck. Gain 10 credits for each key card you have at the end of the sector. Oh, this is going to be phenomenal. I am going to take off. I think I have 2 health options on. I'm going to take one of those off because we have 2 key cards. That's going to give us 20 extra credits, which doesn't sound like a lot in the grand scheme of things. It isn't, but it does add up very quickly over time. Definitely worth having on. We did miss a room over here. That's an extra health. Oh, that's our way out. There we go. And we're on to the second boss. All right. We'll come over here and we'll activate this panel, and we'll go ahead and start the third boss. Or second boss, sorry. Jumping ahead. Alright, so we got a little bit of narrative here. We have an AI assistant named Abby who's helping us out. It does seem as though the narrative sections do kind of play out every single time. So if you're not familiar with the story beats of what's going on, you'll get a little bit of a lore bit here, and you'll also get it again the second time in case maybe you forget. FYI, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right up. This woman has so much booty. It's crazy. I don't understand them making this woman so juicy. It didn't show her booty this time, but like, I tell you what, when they show her walking up on you the first time, you see it. Get a big old screen of booty. Yeah, a curious spectacle that graces my eyes. Yeah, the pretender survived, and it seems as some kind of purpose. I am human, not a pretender. How many times do I have to tell you? Human, huh? You just amuse me. If it's a fight you want, you're going to get it. Fight. Do you believe yourself on equal footing? Alright, I have some time to spare. Well, let's make this more interesting. She puts her sword away and comes into the second phase of the fight. I'm gonna whip out the shotgun here on her. Good. That shotgun is actually doing a fair bit of damage. From here, we'll just kind of side scroll at her. When she melee strikes at us, we'll dodge if we can. She shoots at us. We do want to try to make sure to get away from her. She really only wants to stab at us right now, huh? Phase 2. She has a couple of more attacks in phase 1. She just felt like she only wanted to kick and stab there. Alright then. From this, we'll kind of run away. And we'll jump over her ring. She might be tempted to shoot those and we want to run, but we can't run while we're reloading, so you gotta be careful. That's probably the thing that'll catch me off guard the most. Run, away, jump in, shoot her. I might pull out the sword here and give her a couple of whacks. Running will be enough to move her away. Run. Jump. Slash. Actually, the sword actually might be the option here. Take her out the most. Side scroll at her. Run away. Jump in. Dodge. There we go. Oh, here we're gonna want to jump up on the side here. I don't know if this is actually how you're supposed to do this. You might have to just jump over those rings, but this coming up on the side railing right here is enough to avoid that attack entirely. We missed a couple things there, but that's fine. Or that last swing, I think, but we're fine. We're actually doing a decent bit of damage to her. Run away from her, probably at her. Nice. We managed to get good, like 5 good strikes on her. Almost dead. Just one more pass on that same attack. Should be able to get her fairly easy. I think she's going to do her jump attack now. We'll do a couple slashes. Oh, she didn't actually do her jump attack this time. There we go. There it is. And the second boss is down. For spoiler reasons, if you don't want to see how anything plays out, I'll go ahead and skip to the next section. We are on the last stretch of the first area. Go ahead and go to the credit section over here. I do want some more moolah. Ouch. I'm actually okay with being hurt. It gives me a reason to heal. Actually, I'll go ahead and heal now. Get some health back. We do more damage. I said do. With our... Ow. Melee attacks whenever we're at full health. Or unless I didn't take that. I can't remember if I took that mod or not. Did I? No. Okay. I did not. That's fine. Get that over there. Because of reasons. I hate barrels. Let's see. Anything over here worth of note? We got a control. We got a challenge room over here. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to complete this. Oh. Some of these are very tight on the needing to complete them sort of thing. I don't know how I missed that. I know I missed that one. That one I jumped too early. Maybe I jumped this other one too early too. Oh, I know exactly how I missed that. Ooh, got through. Nice. I'm gonna grab some more stamina. Feel like I have enough health growth as it is, and we'll go ahead and take the room over here. Let's see what we got. Ow, still got hit somehow. You jerks. Who hit me? Where are you at? Actually, where are they at? I hear squidginess. Oh, there's a below section. Somehow that still hit me? What? I was on the other side of that platform, buddy. Got a hack pad. Did I see a door locked? Oh, there was. Okay. With $1. You guys are so stingy. Why is the money machines being so stingy today? Alright, we'll go through here. No enemies to speak of. It looks like this is an empty room, but there is a medical thing over here. Also, we have a locked room. I believe there's a way to get underneath. There it is. We just need to find the keypad down here. Not there. Where's that? Oh, we got a red key. I guess this isn't it. That's where we came from. I swear there was a thingy down here. Maybe we go to this one. Ah, that's what it is. Yeah, it's underneath a pair of stairs. Got it. Now we can go up the regular way. Siphon. Squirrels critically hits refill your... Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. There we go. Oh, so we do have a mod that actually does that for us. It's our weapon mod. Got it. It'll be fine. Looks like we can go ahead and buy some health stuff here. We have enough money to do so, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill up. You can see that there's only so many you can buy as the little symbol drains. It's a full shot there. Nice. And I think we can get out of here now. Oh. Before we go, though, pick all that up. Are there any rooms? Looks like we have one next to the extract, or the room we came in. I'm assuming that's either a way out of here and or another room to fight enemies in. I don't know how that guy hit me from the side, but he did. Okay. $169 damage. Nice. Yeah, we'll be fine. Looks like we have an augment here. What is this one? I'll buy it just in case. When you get hit, 25% of the damage received fills your healing shot. Ooh. Actually, take that one off, put this one on. Being able to be hit and get healing back is nice. The ion sawed-off shotgun. I'll take it. There we go. Energy accelerator. Projectiles are 60% faster. Not super important to me. Let's go ahead and heal up. Let's see. Nice damage. Is there no way up there? Oh, there we go. There we go. We got an augment room here. We also got a supply. Nothing in there. Living turret. Standing still for 2 seconds lets us do 150% more damage. There's literally no time that you'll want to stand still, I can think of, other than like normal enemies, and you're just better off kind of just going in and swinging. There's our way out. Looks like we covered everything here. Let's go ahead and head on to the next section. Vendor to upgrade weapons. Yeah, I mean, obviously we're gonna go here. We have no other place to go. We can upgrade our weapons. It'll be fine. Upgrade my sword a bit. And I think honestly I'm gonna upgrade my shotgun. And then we really don't have any money for anything else. Upgrading your weapon will give it extra damage. It doesn't increase the slot capacity for augments, but you can actually find, you'll have to find weapons that have additional augment slots on them. We do still have 2 red key cards on us though, so if we find any sort of red card rooms, we'll definitely open them up here, because after this final boss, we will basically end our run. As it's not concurrent. You don't go from one zone to the next immediately into zone 2. You have to start up a secondary run, which means you'll lose all of your key cards that you have on you that you were using. as well as the weapons you have equipped. Kick those over there. Looks like there's something up top up here. I'm gonna go kick that over there. Is there? Oh, it looks like there's a below section as well. Don't know how I'm supposed to get up there. Is there a place to get up there from? I don't see one from down here. Oh, there's an even further section to go down below. Got it. Okay, so maybe there's a way down here to get up higher. There's not, but there is a hack pad. So is that how you, is there an elevator? Oh, there's an elevator here to go up higher. Got it. Just jump across, slash that guy in the face. And we're done. Every 3 shots fires a mini explosive grenade. Is that better than this? I don't know. Could be nice. I wish there was a way to sell these items. I don't think there is. Like the augments, you're not using them. You can re-roll them. If we had a guy who remixed augments, we can swap them out there. Got to kick that. And apparently there's a guy we missed somewhere. It was a fairly narrow hallway. Well, not, oh, there's one guy here. There we go. Mini capacitors. Increase weapon fire rate by 50%, but reduces damage by 35%. No thank you. Ooh, another key card. We are getting money off that, by the way. We have 4 key cards, so when we move into the other zone, we're getting basically 40 more dollars. Ooh, we got 1.5 more points of damage. Let's see. Do that one, and what was the other one we had? Yeah, that's the one right there. Okay. So it really wasn't that big of a damage upgrade. I'm kind of sad we only saw a few select weapons. I have so many unlocked, especially for clearing out the first zone. It'd have been really interesting to see and show you guys. That didn't go far, did it? I love kicking barrels so much. This is just like so much fun. Especially when you clear the whole room and like the room goes in slow-mo and you know you succeeded. Like that. Anything down here? Doesn't look like it. Man, so many key cards. Unfortunately, no more vendors. There's an augment over there. We'll grab that one. There's actually 2 augments in this one. Receive 80% less damage while using an HP shot. Could be mildly useful somewhere. Fiberglass, 12 HP. This one's 8, so if we swap these out, it'd be nice. Also, I can give myself another little HP boost if I use this shot right now. Was my shot key not working? Oh, probably because I'm at max health. So now if I do that, there we go. Spend some money here and get a free shot. Well, not a free shot, but a free health upgrade. I'm gonna ready my weapon here. This guy right here will hop and then poison AoE an area if you don't kill him fast enough. Easy enough to kill though. Alright, he's dead Zoes. Let's see. Damage boost Mark II. Ooh. There we go. This gun is going to be beast. And we're out of here. Time to take on the final boss of this area. We're going to skip this. Get on to the final boss. Come here for ammo if we want. And I'll show off the trailer, or not trailer, the little scene, cutscene with this boss. This boss does have a lot going on. The biggest thing is maintaining the ads. If you can maintain the ads, the rest of this fight is simple. This boss uses small versions of the first boss as a weapon. It's pretty crazy. I don't know if I'll succeed or not. All we need to do is just watch out for its attacks. We'll do a swipe there. Summon mini bosses for itself. I'm gonna go ahead and reload here while I can. Oh, we... Biggest thing is to look out for that that right there. Oh, I want to get this. I'm gonna go ahead and reload while we're here. Ouch. As you can see, the boss does have a weak point right there in the middle of his chest. Gonna jump. I don't know if there's a good way to tell. When it's going to be summoning these. I'm going to go ahead and heal myself. We're gonna take a bit of damage there. That sucks. Where's it going? Go ahead and heal up. It does not like when I do that, apparently. And that's it. That's the first boss of the final boss of the final area. All right. So now that we cleared that, and then in our run, we'll just go ahead and back down the stairs, and that's going to complete our stuff. I'm going to do that cutscene, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff that moves on to your second section, which is the barracks. And that was the first look at the first map for Moros Protocol. So that being said, if you like this sort of content and you want to see more videos of it, as well as the additional floors for Moros Protocol, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you think of the run. And until next time, you guys take care, and I'll catch you all in my next video. Later.